Okay guys, here's the aftermath of my metal Mayhem car. If any of you were there, you've seen that my radiator blew up. I blew the whole water tank off on the side of it. It's not here because we junked it. And as you can see, the back was rolling pretty good. I wasn't hitting very square, so that's why this side is in more than that one. It went up at the notch over here, and it's starting to over here. It just didn't get hit enough to actually completely go, but it's starting to. Right here's a notch. You can see it dimpling right there. I lost my back bumper, like right off the bat. Made 2 hits with my back end and I lost it, but it's right here. And this side is starting to go down, as you can probably tell from just sitting back here. It's angled down right there. The hump is starting to blow right here. We kind of pounded it back in right here. We're going to take the hammer and we're just going to pound this flat again, and then we're going to put a little hump plate right here. The nose is still straight. Nothing wrong with that. That's basically the only damage right there. The engine still runs, but somehow the idle got turned up, so we have to turn down the idle. And I also think I have a blown head gasket in this motor. And what took me out was my rear end. This is still the rear end that was in the Derby. The other side of the pumpkin right here, the front side, on the top and on the other side, it cracked in half because my axles pushed in, and it completely broke everything on the inside, and it busted out one of the sides and cracked it. So that's why all that oil right there is on the ground. All the oil leaked out of the rear end. And I already started doing some work to it. As you've seen, the radiator's out, the hood's off, and everything. And I made some wheel clearance, which is why you see these burn marks all around here. So we got a new rear end, and that's the rear end we're using right here. It's a 10 bolt 31 spinal C-clip, I think. It's got, I believe the guy said 323 gears. So it's sitting out because we're going to weld the posi all together. Then we just got to take that one out, slide it in, and then bolt back up the drive shaft. And this car is basically ready to go. Then we just got to put my radiator back in it, which I got a new one, which is just sitting back there in that little room. So that's that car. I got like 9th place out of 18 cars, I believe. The brakes are still good. And on both sides of my front clip, 2 bolts ripped out of the fenders on both sides. I don't know why that happened. Took one driver's door hit. Can't really see the dent because of this box, but it's right there. Then there's a hole in it. And I'm thinking that this might be one of the shots that caused my axles to push in farther. That is frickin' dented really far in. I'll put the camera up even to the doors, and you'll be able to see how far in that is. That went really far in. This side isn't as bad, but it's getting hit still. My big rust plate coverage stayed together. None of that broke off. Still have steering. I didn't lose any tires. Both of them are right there. And then here are the back ones. I started ripping a little bit, like treading rubber, or ripping it up and whatnot, because it was plowing on this side. So all the metal that was hanging down here was rubbing on it. I don't know which tire it is. It's this one, I believe. Starting to shred, but nothing major. See, like, there's just little shred marks on it. So guys, after I changed the rear end and put a new radiator in it, this car is ready to go. And I am running this car July 22nd at my county fair. Hopefully I'll actually have actual footage of that derby for you. This one I didn't, because I ended up staying down there instead of going home. So thanks for watching and stay tuned. I'll have more videos coming.